Yes, I can. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm okay. How old are you?
I am 29.
All right. So, what are we talking about?
Okay, Mr. Samuel, I just heard you say, if we just give men what they really want, then we will be able.
What's up, YouTube? Today we are using an episode from Kevin Samuels to cover why single women keep women single and all the reasons. Oh, by the way, make sure you all got every one of you guys subscribe to Kevin Samuels' original channel so we can keep his legacy alive. Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. You're here for all of us, and we appreciate you so much.
Be married and have a good life with the man. I disagree. Um,
Do you have any
I'm a,
children?
I do. I have a son.
And were you married?
What was I married when I conceived him? No.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so I disagree because I'm a social worker, so I'm in the helping field, and I was just got out of a long term relationship, and before, well, when I was in a relationship, he would tell me, okay, I want to go back to school, I want to pursue my degree, I want to finish, I want to finish my degree. So I thought, like, okay, great. Let me come up with a plan on, let's see how we can get your degree. Let's see what type of money we got to put in for you to do this. But when it came down to it, that's not what he really wanted to do. So it's
Hold
like,
on. Hold on. Are you judging all men based upon what you're talking about?
I'm not, but
Are you
what
sure? Are you sure?
I'm
Because you said you did. Okay. You say you disagreed, but I allowed you to speak, and you spent the better part of a minute describing your situation.
hmm
Hmm.
and like I was saying at first, like I'm a social worker, so I work with a lot of women, and I work with a
Hmm.
lot of
Hmm. Yeah.
single women.
But do you ever get the father side of the story?
No,
Thank you.
when I
I'm
say I
sorry.
work,
Hold on, ma'am. You get one side. There are three sides: hers, his, and the truth.
And this is literally a cut and dry example of how single women keep other women single. Because you expect women to just believe all women. You get one side. Just like Kevin Samuels says, women tell women what men want. But here's the thing, you should also listen to what the guy wants. If you're a woman who wants to convince a man to marry you, you should be willing to listen to what that man wants. Because let's face it, a man will not put the ring on your finger, ladies, if he's not going to get anything out of it. Like, he won't.
Guess what? I can pull up video after video of women breaking the law, lying, and females believing it. 74-year-old man in Idaho Springs uh, was tasered, framed, and stroked out because his neighbor, who was drunk, high, and had multiple felonies, lied and said he hit him. Go look it up, guys. And that guy didn't get anything. And you know what? The female cop was over there. This old man, they tasered him in his own home, planted evidence on him, and they were more concerned with the woman who was drunk and high. So, uh, women tend to believe women's sob stories, and you cannot be an intelligent person and tell me just because you're a social worker, hearing one side of the story, knowing you're a single mother predisposed to having a heart for women, that you're getting a balanced picture. Lock.
I'm going to take it even further than that and say you cannot go around and be calling yourself a strong and independent woman who don't need no man if you could be very easily tricked into doing something, convinced into doing something horrible to somebody. I mean, let me backtrack. I'm willing to take it further and say you cannot be going around calling yourself a strong and independent woman who don't need no man if the only thing it takes for you to do something stupid and probably illegal is for a woman to make up some kind of crazy sob story. Yeah. Because I got news for you. I've seen women who literally do the exact same thing. There was a moment in school where, hey, I guess I could say I was friends with this girl because he was dating one of my male friends for quite some time. And get this, it was a friendship for an entire year. But get this, the only thing it took for that year-long friendship to end is for some other random woman who just entered our lives to say, hey, Matthew did this, and this, and this. I want you to betray him. I know he has always been there for you since day one you arrived at school this year, but hey, I still want you to betray him and not get his side of the story. Guess what? Woman obeyed her like an obedient puppy dog. She did.
Logically, tell me that's what you're doing.
No, what I'm saying is I'm not only am I a social worker, I am a female, and I do work with a lot of single women that I have
a
seen.
lot of single women who choose to marry before they carry, do things out of order, and you don't get the father's story, right?
I'm speaking about dating, Mr. Sam.
No, ma'am, I'm speaking about you're trying to set the table in a bullshit way. Do these women in social work come in here and they're married women who have children as a result of marriage and their husbands are still around?
Some, yes, sir.
Some, what percentage? 1 in 4 Black women were married. Careful.
Married about 6%.
So 94% of these women aren't.
Yes, sir.
So when you say some, I don't understand why y'all do that. Some, if your kid came home and said, Mom, here's my grade, and he gave you an F minus, he said, boy, you didn't get nothing. What did you do? You got an F minus? I got some of them right. You got 6 right, but you got 94 wrong. You'd be like, okay.
And the reason why 94% of these women are single is because they're not listening to men about what men want. They're listening to women about what men should want. See where I'm going here? They're not willing to accept the reality of what it takes for a woman to get married.
You're already starting off wrong, and I'm going to tell you, in your relationship, you were wrong too. Let me tell you why. Because you said he decided he wanted to go to school. So something like that. He wanted to go to school. And immediately you pulled out your dick. And immediately you pulled out your dick. And immediately you pulled out your penis. You started figuring out what to do and how to this and how to that. That ain't your job. It was for him to figure it out. He just said what he wanted to do. Did he ask you to go do all that? Did he say, I want to finish school? Did he ask you to go do all that? I didn't hear you. Thank you. Put up your dick. So, I mean, just saying, many of our women, you're listening to 94% of women by your stats who aren't married, who are living at a level where they need social work. And you expect to hear good stories about men, and you don't even pay attention, and you don't listen to the father's standpoint. Well, I tell you what, Miss Social Worker, why don't you go interview the fathers to understand what they're dealing with these mothers, because they can't all be angels.
Yes, sir.
And another thing, are you saying that men are not consumers? Where in the world, if you give a market what it wants, does it not buy it if you can afford it?
Well, that's even with me. With if I go to Dillard's, if I go into Dillard's and I get in the Dillard's and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna buy this perfume. Like I got my mindset, I'm gonna buy this perfume. But if nobody's actually selling it to me, or if I don't feel like I want to spend my money in this store,
no,
I'm not.
You change. Excuse me, man. You changed it. You see what you did? If I go into Dillard's and I already got my mind made up, and they don't have it, or I don't have the money. Excuse me.
They don't.
Excuse me, ma'am. I want you guys to understand this is what they do. This is how their logic works. I said, where do you go if you give a market what it wants and it has the money to purchase and it doesn't buy? You just made up a story where I'll go to Dillard's and I got my mind made up. And that's the problem. Most women don't buy what they should buy. They buy the motherfuckers they make babies with and come into your office needing help with. That's what they do. Instead of shopping at Dillard's, they should have been somewhere else. Man, you're putting the problem on men. There are not enough men.
And that's another reason how women keep other women single. They don't tell women to check yourselves or to take responsibility for your own behaviors and your own shortcomings. Instead, these women tell their fellow women to just constantly push the blame onto men all the time.
Saying that men would not make a lot. Why, okay, then why? Let's play it the other way. Then why?
All right, everybody, I have to go. Thank you so much